Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of the gaming community. Soren Nighthawk here, doing a wrap-up of my Friday Night Magic event draft. Just gonna kind of do a quick rundown of what I drafted, my thoughts on it, and how it turned out. So obviously it went black-red. Where I started, I don't remember because I have a lot of events that I'm gonna wrap up here. So there's going to be a couple videos you're going to see here. So I'm just going to go through and talk about the cards. Typhoid Rats, love them as a one-drop. They serve a lot of purpose and they're great for Morbid. Walking Corpse, just in there for the Double Ghoul Razor. And the Markov, the 3/1 lifelink, I like it. It's not tremendous in this deck, but it's alright. Blood Crazed Neonite, really not been liking that card. Just dies into things really quickly, very easily. Might get one hit where it pumps, but other than that it just dies. But I'm going to discuss one of the other options for that in a minute here. Manor Skeleton was just kind of filler. Again, Village Ironsmith, kind of filler. I mean, I needed low drops for this deck. Again, kind of just aggressive creatures. Brain Weevil, works okay for Morbid. As you can see, I had the Banshee, so it kind of worked with that. It worked with the Juggernaut. Becoming a pretty big fan of the Juggernaut. It's just so aggressive, puts so much pressure that it, really just makes it tough to deal with. They almost have to jump block it after a while. The Devils, obviously good for sacking or whatever. Into the Mauls, great. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to argue that. Surprisingly, the destroying a land often matters. Victim of the Night, double on that. It's a little bit more narrow in this format. I did have some of the werewolves and zombies, so I guess that makes it a little bit more powerful in my pool. But it's a removal, so it's always good. Altar's Grasp goes really well with the ones I mentioned before, being I could do it with the Ghoul Razor and cycle them. I could do it to untap Juggernaut with another creature. I could sacrifice Devils, all triggering the Banshee. So all has its purpose, all works pretty good. Becoming a pretty big fan of these, the Tribute to Hunger. I think they're really good. They can be really conditional. They can kind of really stink it up when it comes to up against like a small human deck or token deck, something along those lines. But pretty good. It's 3 removal and it gains you life, so it's a pretty big tempo swing. Then as you can see, I got double Brimstone Volley. Always gotta love that. And in this deck, Trader's Blood I think works pretty good, so it made it in there. I won 1 pack because I got, I think it was actually 5th place. They paid down to 5th place, and I only went 3 and 2. So wasn't that great of a deck. Did all right. Still got me a prize pack. A couple notables. Tried to Endless Ranks of the Dead. I tried to get that in there, get some value, but I only ended up with 3 zombies, so it just didn't make any sense. Fear of the Bitten. That's the one I want to touch on, the Blood Crazed Neonite. It's really good on there. Works really well. Makes it so it doesn't die into things real easily. Has to attack anyway, so that kind of doubles up that drawback. These 2 cards. Bump in the Night also could have played in this deck possibly because it's it's an aggressive card and it's good for the aggro deck. So it's not bad there. 2 cards I hated. I hated Grasp of Phantoms and a Rebuke. I think at that point I was actually like, well, maybe I'll splash, whatever. But it was really more of a hate pick, and so I just think those cards are really powerful, and I had to hate them. As you can see, nothing else really noteworthy. But it was a good event. So that was my Friday Night Magic, and then hopefully you watch my other videos I'm going to upload as well. Went to 2 PTQs up in Detroit, and did decent in one of them and not so decent in the other, and I'll be doing wrap-ups on those as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. Sorry for the, I know I ran to little bit of problems. Didn't have any for a couple days, but you know, funny story actually. I bought a battery charger for my flip camera because this thing burns through batteries, and somehow I lost it. So I actually had to go buy a whole nother battery charger and batteries, just for you guys, just so I can make these videos. You know, I hope you enjoy them. I know that, you know, it's something. It's not necessarily the greatest content in the world, but I'm just putting it out there. You know, hoping you guys enjoy it. And if you do, please give me a like, a favorite, a subscribe, comments below. You know, if you have thoughts about like what should have been played, what shouldn't have been played, cards, you know, I like or don't like, that you like, that don't like, whatever it may be, you know, any support that just kind of, you know, that lets me know that this is, you know, worthwhile to someone, it's entertaining or whatever it may be, that's what I'm happy to do. So hope to you know, get those likes, favorites, subscribes, all that good stuff, comments. And hopefully you guys will watch my other videos as well. Thanks a lot, and Sword Nighthawk, I'll see you later.